Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Spooky Sunday video. So in today's video I thought we would do some more story reading, story times I guess. And I thought we would read some creepy dorm stories. I feel like dorm stories are so interesting. I don't know why. Or halls. Obviously they're called halls here. I had therapy this morning and we were talking about how I lived in halls last year and I accidentally called it a dorm and she started laughing and then I started laughing because obviously dorm is an American term. It's not really that funny, is it? Anyway, back to what I was on about. I feel like dorm stories are quite interesting. I think because obviously I've never experienced it. Even just normal dorm stories, you know, when you see people doing story times on YouTube and they're like, my dorm experience story time. I just feel like it's interesting to see how different it is to halls in the UK. But I have a load of stories here. I will link the source in the description in case you want to go and read them. I probably won't read every single one, although a lot of them are short, so I'm going to try and fit as many as I can in this video. But without further ado, let's get on into the video and I hope you like it. Okay, so the first one says, the morning routine. I woke up at 5 AM to see my roommate preparing for school. She was already in her uniform. I sat up and asked her if she had a spare uniform I could borrow. She nodded and opened her closet to show me. I thanked her, she smiled, waved and turned to go. I spent 30 more minutes on my phone and then I got down from the top bunk to start preparing for my day. And I looked over and saw my roommate sleeping soundly in her bunk. Who was in here at 5 AM? What if it was an S-walker, guys? What if it was an S-walker? I'm trying to think of any other like creature that could morph into someone else. A ghost? I don't know. What other creature can morph into someone else? I can only think of an S-walker. Let me know what you think it was. The next one says, the greeter. My roommate sat up in her bed one night, looked towards the corner of our room and kept saying, hello? She did this for about 3 minutes. After saying, hello, several times, she slowly turned her head as if she was watching someone walk and then looked under the bed. Her head shot up so quickly and she looked at me. I have never seen someone look that terrified in my life. Suddenly, she fell back to sleep on the bed and I ran out of the room so fast. I was gonna say the B word, but I won't say the B word. This person saw something in the corner of the room, right? Watched it go under her bed and then thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. Excuse me? Since when was that a normal thing to do? Sorry to bust your bubble, but I would be gone. I would be the second person that went out the room really fast. Who does that? You're just looking at something and saying hello and watching it go under your bed and then you get scared and then you go back to sleep. No, thank you. I'm good. The next one says, the motivator. I'd heard rumours that my freshman dorm was haunted, but dismissed the stories. One morning, I was sitting alone in my room, no desire to go to class, and I said out loud to myself, I think I deserve to stay in bed today. Clear as day, as though someone was sitting right on the bed next to me, I heard a male voice reply, just stay. I jumped up to check the hallway of my all-girls floor, and then out of the window onto the roof next door, but there wasn't a person in sight. I definitely didn't stay. I was going to say before they said that they checked their all-girls hall, I wonder if it was normal for a guy to be there, but ew, can you imagine? Oh, by the way, look how cute my nails are. Did them myself. Look at the alien. I've got an alien, space, a little smiley, little lightning bolt, heart, dots, checkerboard, little flowers, another heart. What's that? Smiley faces. I do my own gel nails and it's so fun. Anyway, back to the story. I'm getting distracted by my own nails, but can you imagine? I always say can you imagine because I've never been in that situation and we need to put ourselves in that situation to feel their scaredness. I would cry. I don't know how these people continue to live in these dorms. I was going to say halls. It's not halls, it's dorms, but I don't know how they continue to live in them. If I had one scary experience in this apartment, I'd be going home. I would be like, Ash, you can stay here. I'm gonna move back home. I would, no thanks, I'm good. Fuck that. The next one says, the trash thrasher. That was a tongue twister. The trash thrasher. Yikes, that made my mouth feel weird. Anyway, it says, my dorm last year was next to the tiny campus theatre. Rumour had it a guy hung himself in there 20 years ago. We consistently had doors and windows lock and close on their own. One of my neighbours was sitting at home one night and heard the lid of their trash can hitting the wall repeatedly. She looked out of the peephole into the living room to see who was doing it, and no one was there. The sound stopped every time she checked. When she sat back down at her desk, the lid started again. This happened about 4 times. She was seriously in a panic. I'm guessing they mean maybe a trash can in the kitchen? Because why would you look in the living room? I was picturing a bin outside. A wheelie bin, to be precise. I was picturing a wheelie bin, but I'm guessing they mean a bin in the house. So someone was doing it in their house? I just can't. I I just will never understand how they live there. That life would not be for me. The next one says, The Visitor. I lived in the oldest resident. Frickin' hell, wow. Let me start again. I lived in the oldest residence hall on campus. My freshman year. It used to be a hospital for people during influenza outbreak. Years ago, where quite a bit of people died. There was even a room in the basement where the morgue used to be. I was in my room one night trying to sleep when I heard my door open and shut by itself, even though I lived alone. I tried to ignore it and tell myself I was imagining things, but seconds later, I felt something grab my leg and I looked up to see this dark thing floating by my feet. It looked like the top of half of a body. When I looked away to turn the lamp on, it was gone. I need to put my feet up now. I was reading that I had the urge to put my feet up, but I needed to finish the story before I could put my feet up. I'm now sitting cross-legged on my couch. Have any of you watched The Haunting in Connecticut? When they said like there was a morgue in the basement, for some reason I was picturing The Haunting in Connecticut, because that's the only film I've watched where there's been like a morgue in the basement and then there was a haunting. That film fucked me up, by the way. Oh, my earring just fell out, you guys. That is not good. That film scared the living daylights out of me. I can't remember how old I was when I first watched it. I'm pretty sure I was like 14. Why can't I get my earring back in? Is that in? I don't know. It'll probably fall out anyway. But that film scared the living daylights out of me, but that's what I was imagining while I was reading the story, and then it just made me feel like I needed to put my feet up. Why do people choose to live in these places? You have some knowledge that somewhere was a morgue and you chose to start a lease. Bro, why? I would rather pay more money if I could afford it to not live in a haunted place. I guess, I don't know though, because it's true, like maybe you live somewhere where it's really expensive and that's like the only place you can afford. I have no answers for you. But you freaked me out. Next one says, The Haunted Hall. My dad went to Whittier College in California in the late 60s, early 70s, and his dorm, Wanberg Hall, has many legends. It's been rumoured to be a former syphilis ward, hospital and mental asylum. He would hear women screaming in pain and babies crying when he was alone during the holiday breaks, when the building was practically empty. He is also positive there was a presence in his room. It gives him chills to this day. I want to know where people get this confidence from to like live in these places. I say it as if people are just going to pack up their whole life, quit their college degree, move home, all because of a ghost in the building. But like, I am so scared that I probably would contemplate doing that. Like, I just don't know if I could live knowing there was something in my freaking room. I feel like that's all I'm going to say this video is I would go home, because I would. What, I have nothing else to say other than my honest opinion, which is I would go home. Okay, the last one we're going to read is a short one, and it says, The Creepy Chair. In my mum's friend's dorm, she and her roommates would use a squeaky chair to reach the top shelf of their bookcase. Sometimes at night, when everyone was in bed, the chair would just start squeaking like there was something standing on it. Creepy. I hate that. Everyone's got the chair. Mine is there right now because I've done a lot of washing and drying and I haven't put it away yet, and it's living there. But in the daytime it looks like washing. Actually, if I can find the meme, I will insert the picture because I feel like you need to see it to know what I'm on about. But in the daytime it looks like washing, and then as soon as the lights go out it looks like someone's sitting on it, like a ghost is just chilling on it, but really it's just washing. That's what I was thinking of whilst reading that, when it is completely not what the story was on about. But fuck that. I don't think I'd go home for that one. I'd just get rid of that chair and get a different chair, because maybe it's the chair that's haunted. And if you get rid of the chair, you might get rid of the presents. You never know. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you liked it. There's so many stories on that source, so I will link the source in the description, and I'll think about doing a part 2. I might. I've got other videos I need to film today for you though, so I probably won't film it today, but let me know if you want a part 2 and I can do it. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please remember to smash a massive thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, I will see you all soon. Peace.